Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, starting with the 144,000 governing body, the nation of Yahshua Allah, and the men, the women, the children, the true believers, in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. May He have mercy on you in these last days. And indeed, these are the last days. I'm your brother. I'm now with Allah, coming back at you with another lesson. And this lesson is straight to the point. It's regarding my belief on a certain situation that we're going to have to go through. And that is the ushering in of the RFID chip. Point being, if you don't believe that that is going to be used to govern you, to put you in a more slave-like mind or living standard that you're already in, then that's because the Lord don't want you to believe it. Because truth be told, we all are going to say we're not taking it, but it's going to be up to the Lord whether He puts the Spirit on you to do it or not. But before we do that, let's read this precept here. This is important because this is basically about what you know, the talk that's been going on about the changing in the currencies and things of that nature. And I just want to point out, I'm in Northeast Ohio right now, okay? And in this part of town, there was a very bad storm yesterday. And like areas in like Lakewood, Ohio, you know, just all in this area where I'm at, there is, you know, a lot of people without power. Went into the grocery store today, and all of the produce was taken down, obviously because there's no power, but it still was a sight to see, because that day is coming when the store shelves are going to be empty. And I immediately thought about Jacob's trouble. I started thinking about, you know, the MOTB and what they're doing to usher that in. And it just, you know, put the Spirit on me to first and foremost, let me be clear. I believe in what the apostles been teaching for 30 plus years. I know through the Spirit that's what it is. It is going to be ushered. It is going to be used in order for you to buy and sell. And if you don't do it, then you're going to have to lean 100% on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And I believe too that He is going to decide whether you lean on Him or whether you choose your delusion or choose your lust or the ways of this world. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And it reads, "And He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." So that's going to happen. According to Isaiah 55 and 11, the Lord's word does not come back void. So this will happen, and it's happening now. Elon Musk has just introduced I think it's the second brain chip participant, or whatever you want to call it. And again, you're seeing the currencies all over the world being diminished, and you're seeing the push for a cashless society. Now back to what's going on over here in Northeast Ohio. People are walking around, even with no lights on, still trying to live their best life and think about the things of comfort. And I'll be honest, you know, straight and foremost, the Lord allowed that destruction to pass over my household. So Tawada Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatah, you know, we still in the midst of the storm, we had, you know, power, but we just didn't have any internet, you know. But still, Even when there's no internet, you can't get no money out the ATM. You can't get no money. You see, and these things are only going to multiply, right? So what do you need to do in order to be protected, to have a clear mind, to brace? Because everybody's going, I just read it, rich and poor. So that means LeBron James and that stock, those type of people, they're going to go ahead and take the chip, because they're not going to give up their money. So they're going to be down with science. What do you think Kobe Bryant was interested in? He was interested in transhumanism. That's why the Lord killed that nigga. Go look it up. He invested a lot of money into transhumanism. And transhumanism goes right back to he puts it in the head or the forehead or the hand. Because once you put something inside of you that's dealing with electronics or digital control, you are no longer associated with Yahweh Bashim El Shah. You belong to Esau Edom, the devil. Okay? This is Proverbs. I'm sorry. This is Psalms chapter 50. I'm going to just fly through these. In verse 15, call on me in the day of trouble. I will rescue you, and you shall honor and glorify me. That's what you're going to have to do. But how can you call on a power if you don't know him, if you haven't been worshiping him, or even more, you don't believe? Do you understand when you don't believe that this is what it says it is, and other Israelite groups say that it's sleeping with white women, or it's sin? Don't you understand that's unbelief? And that's going, the Lord, he hears that, and he's going read Wisdom of Solomon chapter 1. He's going to deal with you for that. Every idle word you speak, that's an idle word. When you tell the flock that this is something other than what the scripture says it is. The apostles broke it down, and then they raised up men to teach it to the sheep. And then you either received it or you didn't. Oh, Salaki, it's getting hot right there. You either received it or you didn't. And if it, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm not stopping it. So we'll do this. Unfortunately, my phone getting hot, so I gotta move the location here, and it ain't no nice view to look at. So sorry, Salakia, for that. But as I was saying, you get the breakdown. So you either believe it or you don't. Bottom line is, let me try this. The bottom line is that this technology is coming, and I could tell you just by the things that I'm seeing, people were looking desperate. There's people, that are, like I said, without power right now, and you can't. Maybe you couldn't access money because of where you might live at. I'm just throwing out scenarios, but when people get desperate and they get in a situation, well, something like this is going to be presented as something very glorious to have, and it's going to allow you to move forward in society. And those of us who reject it, that's just means the Lord is with you, if you are of the elect. Because just because you reject it, Most High can still have something different planned for you, and it won't be deliverance. But I'm telling you, because you do take it or don't take it, it's still of thus saith the Lord. It's not you, okay? And in the process of that time, going up to that, these prayers you should be familiarizing yourself with, going in the book of Psalms. This is Psalms 77:2. And it says, In the day of my trouble, in the day of my trouble, I desperately sought the Lord. In the night, my hand was stretched out in prayer without weariness. My soul refused to be comforted. And that's a person that the Lord put the Spirit on to reject the C hip. And you're going to be in an uncomfortable situation if you can't eat, if you can't sleep comfortably, if you're homeless now because you can't pay your bills or anything anymore, but you are in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and you know the scriptures, and you know he said his servants will eat. You know he's going to deliver for you, and that's why these type of prayers are going to be important. Psalms 86:7. In the day of my trouble, I will call upon you. Who? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. For you will answer me. Why will he answer you though? Because of your belief in the same subject I'm talking about. But if you don't believe, again, that is what the apostles have taught, which is in the Bible, if you just look up the words, then the Most High got you allotted for destruction. And you gonna take it. You gonna take, because you wasn't building your spirit up, preparing yourself mentally for Jacob's trouble, nor was your family. Your woman gonna take it too, because she ain't gonna be able to watch her children go hungry. No. Are you prepared as a man to just walk away from everything if your whole family end up taking that shit? I am. I'm telling myself right now, if that was to happen, that's what I'm gonna have to do. You know, when the time presents itself. Or the Lord might put the Spirit on them, like I hope he put the Spirit on me, not to take it and to suffer in righteousness. That's what I hope for. I hope and pray for that. This is Psalms 107:6. They cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and he rescued them from their distress. 107:13. Then they cried out to the Lord in their trouble, and he saved them from their distresses. Distress is Jacob's trouble. Is anxiety. Is not knowing, what you're gonna do here, how you're gonna do that. But the Lord said, don't think on tomorrow. Put it all in his hand. And that's gonna require a ton of faith. So if you're not able to do that now, how in the hell are you going to do it then? And it just goes back to, is the Lord with you? Did he give you that spirit to suffer? In so many words, right? Hold up, Salaki. And get to the next precept. This is Proverbs 11:8. The righteous is rescued from trouble, and the wicked takes his place. You see that? So who is the righteous? The elect, whoever you may be. And I can tell you the elect going to be praying during this time. They're not going to be worried about nothing else, because they already know there ain't nothing else you can do. But hope and pray the Lord don't bring judgment on you and put the Spirit on you to take the chip. How? By letting your flesh overtake you. This is why you practice fasting. This is why you start purging away certain things that you're accustomed to having now. Or learn to do without certain things for a period. So that you know what it feels like when it is all the way turned on and ain't coming back. This is I think that was it on that. Yeah, this is Proverbs 15:6. Great and priceless treasures is in the house of the consistently righteous one who seeks Yahweh's instructions and grows in wisdom. But trouble is the income of the wicked one who rejects the laws of Yahweh. And one of his laws or his commands is to not worship other idols. Right? We're gonna see what that goes into, because when you worship another idol, you're already removing yourself from the protection of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So anybody who's serving Jesus and Hare Krishna and Allah, you motherfuckers gonna take the chip. If you had a juice station in your church, why in the hell wouldn't you not put a RFID station in your church? Want to know why? Because the Lord don't dwell in places made by hands. So Satan is in those places, in the flesh, and all things of matter of comfort, and giving you false hope. So you're going to take it because your reverend, who you revere, stood at the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Shai, told you it was okay. Or your local Israelite camp, your false prophet told you, no, it's not that, and the Lord going to forgive you whether you take it or don't. You got to live. Why the fuck do you think you got to live in this society? I'd rather just die. I'm going back to the spirit world. And some of us will be beheaded for this situation. You don't think these huge ass Amazon shipping places can't be converted into a chipping place, or what do they call it? Re-education camps, concentration camps. These damn concrete buildings is being put up all over America. Just drive the Ohio Turnpike. You see them all on the Ohio Turnpike going to Chicago. I see them every time I shoot to Chicago to check on the mother. You see that? And they got some humongous ones. What do you think those are going to become? Just think about it. And I speak as a man, but I just don't see the reason to have all them big-ass concrete buildings up, and most of them empty. Ain't nobody doing business in America like that no more, so they gotta be goddamn concentration camps, bro. It's got to be. So let's go into how we know you're not in charge of whether or not you take that C-hip and insert it in you so that you can live a so-called better life. This is Proverbs 20 and 24. Man's goings are of Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way? See? A, Jeremiah 17 and 9. The heart is the Lord, the Lord knows my heart, and it is wicked and deceitful. So he gonna know if you truly are sincere and don't want to take it, you want to serve him. Meaning, he gonna want to know that you ready to suffer. How? Because you've been practicing the righteous acts. You've been suffering now. You're putting off the old man now. You fighting your flesh now. You're trying to overcome the demons that are within you now. You're listening to the men who are constantly putting out videos on this subject matter now and letting it fulfill your spirit. That's how. That's how he gonna know. This is Romans chapter 1 and verse 18. And I'm reading in the Amplified version. For Yahweh does not overlook sin, and the wrath of Yahweh is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and all unrighteousness of men who in their wickedness suppress and stifle the truth. And the truth of the matter is, this is going to happen. So for all you fake teachers out there who probably know this to be true, but don't want to scare your congregation because you don't want to miss the dollars that's going to stop, or it may bring confusion now, but it won't be from the Lord. It's because you've been teaching the wrong doctrine. But this is the right doctrine. And we're supposed to warn the people. We're not supposed to be in the spirit of trying to build up no goddamn schools and churches. We're supposed to be in the spirit of wanting to leave America and be beamed up and rejoice and look down at this motherfucker burning up. That's what you're supposed to be in the spirit of. No matter what it's like when you wake up in the morning, this always should come to your mind sometime throughout the day. It reads, because that which is known about Yahweh is evident within them in their inner conscience, for Yahweh made it evident to them. So you niggas know. Even you ones that's not in the truth, you know this what this devil is about to do. But you don't, you already made your mind. I'll take it. If I'm God's people, I'm gonna be all right. Or shit, that nuke ain't gonna read Zechariah chapter 14 again. The Lord gonna make you stand up and feel that fire. So don't play yourself and think you're gonna just be able to overcome the judgment of the Lord, nigga. You ain't. Nobody is. This is why the men and the women who sign the crime right now, Lord willing, he'll have mercy on you all. And I'm including myself in that. It says, for ever since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes, his eternal power and divine nature have been clearly seen, being understood through his workmanship, all his creation, the wonderful things that he has made, so that they who fail to believe and trust in him are without excuse and without defense. You see that? So you ain't gonna have no excuse. So you know how you gonna be without defense, because you're not gonna remember none of them prayers I just read to you. You're not gonna even think about praying to the Lord. He gonna remove that spirit from you. He gonna put the spirit of what you are right now. He gonna keep you in that same spirit. You ever hear the Apostle Tar always say, when the shit hit the fan, don't coming to us. Stay in that same spirit that you in right now. That's the fuck the Lord gonna do to everybody that has not repented and turned back to him, and seek them now, so that you may be worthy and avoid that judgment of putting that poisonous grain of rice in you. Trying to use the cold words, but it is hard to remember. But you know, Salaki, you know what I mean. Okay? It says, verse 21, for even though they knew Yahweh as the creator, they did not honor him or give thanks for his wondrous creation. Or on the contrary, they became worthless in their thinking, godless with pointless reasoning and silly speculations, and their foolish minds were darkened. Claiming to be wise, they became fools. Now this deals with sexual immorality, but honestly, you can apply this same vile affection to you non-believing as niggas that think you're going to be able to keep going in America when it is circling the drain. That's what this chapter is going into. And so what did the Lord do? He gave you over to a vile affection, right? And he allowed you to defile yourselves doing unseemly things. Well, he's going to do the same thing with the the RFID chip. You will defile yourself. This is Jeremiah chapter 18. Then the Lord came to me, O house of Israel, can I not do with you as this potter does, says Yahweh? Look carefully at the clay in this potter's hand. So are you in my hand, O house of Israel. So the Lord is telling you, I can make you do what the fuck I want you to do. I'm reading it to you right here. He says, at one moment I might suddenly speak concerning a nation or kingdom, then I will uproot it and break it down and destroy. If the nation against which I have spoken turns from its evil, I will relent and reverse my decision concerning devastation that I intended to do. And the devastation is going to be beyond what we can ever understand. Jacob's trouble is no joke. Let me go back to something real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 27. Who say to a tree, you are my father, and to a stone, you gave me birth? I'm in the Amplified. For they turned their backs to me, and not their faces, but in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise, O Lord, and save us. See, in Jacob's trouble, when shit hit the fan, then you will feel that feeling of want to call on the Lord. But this is what I was talking about when I say stay in that same spirit. Listen what he say. He say, but where are your gods? Where is Buddha? Where is Hare Krishna? Where is Allah? He says, which you made for yourself. Let them get up if they can save you in the time of your trouble. For as many as the number of your cities are your gods, O Judah, you so-called Negroes. Why do not your many man-made idols run to help you? So the Lord ain't going to be there for you in Jacob's trouble. Only the elect is going to make it out of Jacob's trouble. Only the elect is going to overcome. Because when they set up these chipping stations, that is going to be the time of Jacob's trouble. And the Most High is telling you, you're going to have to call on the God that you receive right now to help you overcome what is ultimately going to be the total destruction and ruin of America, the cashless society, and to destroy you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because he know once you put that in you, you belong to him. You have made the final covenant. But the elect ain't going to do that shit, bro. That's why he say the elect won't be deceived. Let me go on right here real quick. Let me see how much time I got left. Yeah, I'm good. This is Revelation chapter 14. This is what's coming for you all who actually, consider going down this road. It says, then the angel, a third one, Revelation 14:9, followed them, saying with a loud voice, whoever worships the beast and his image and receives the mark of the beast on his forehead or his hand, in the Amplified version, he too will have to drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, mixed and diluted with the cup of his anger. He will be tormented with fire and brimstone, flaming sulfur, in the presence of the holy angels, in the presence of the Lamb, Yahweh Mashiach. Right? It says, and the smoke of their torment ascends forever and ever, and they have no rest day and night, those who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receives the mark of his name. He is encouragement for the steadfast endurance of the saints, Yahweh's people, those who habitually keep the commands and their faith in Yahweh Mashiach. So this is a commandment not to take that shit. But wait, I just read to you, it ain't up to you. You see how you don't want to fuck with Yahweh Mashiach? Hey, he knows your heart, man. He knows your mind. He knows if you really, truly, sincerely believe this is what's coming to judge you. And if he's saying if you do these things, he will protect you. According, that's what those prayers are for. Then I heard the distinct voice Then I heard the distinct words of a voice from heaven saying, right, blessed, happy, prosperous, to be admired are the dead who die in the Lord from now on. Yes, blessed indeed, says the Spirit, so that they may rest and have relief from their labors, for their deeds do follow them. Even if you die when you homeless from not taking that shit, the Lord got you. The Lord got you. All right? This is Revelations chapter 16. I just want to get straight to the point. Revelation 16:2. So the first angel went out and poured his bowl out on the earth, and loathsome and malignant sores came upon the people who had the mark of the beast and who worshiped the image. So there you have it. You're going to get cancer, And then you're going to wait on the fire and the brimstone to come and burn you up. Because this is going to happen, what I'm reading right now, before Revelations 14 that I just read. So Lord willing, this was edifying straight